than I'd like to see. I actually really like the map as a fan of Counter-Strike, and also a fan of strategy as well. For me, it's not often played enough. So I'm really keen to see how these two teams tackle it, how they tackle the issue of countering one another and adapting. But we are into the first round here of Brisbane Deceptors up against Sydney Chiefs, and a little bit more than Origin Pride on the line.
Yeah, well, here we are. Looks like we are going to see a bit of a fake play coming out. Two of the players from Chiefs, being Int and Flicks, making a bit of noise over towards the B site. Early rotate. Starting to come out from the Deceptors, fast flanked by Gotts as well. He's made his way up ladder and is going to be coming in behind Ints, who makes his way down the ramp just in time. Going to be spotted but not taken down. And there we are, the flank proving effective. Gotts will find Ints, but Flicks finds Yeti as well. He's on the B site, but the fake has been sold. And we will see this bomb going down successfully, uncontested, over on the A side. Yeah, they left that the gate open at Vines. And they got into that bomb site quite easily. That bomb plant is down. The pressure's on Brisbane Deceptors. And there's no kits up. There is a CZ though on GOT, so that could do some damage if they do get the wrong side of it. But those USPs are going to be instrumental in making it work. Now, Doom does go down, so Connie finds him. It's back to a 3 versus 2. CT's grouped up quite nicely here. Need to check all the angles. This is where it's really dangerous in the post-plant situation, because T's have so many options. But Dizzy goes down, and they know where Tamar is, and he also falls. Deceptors picking up the first round. So important round for confidence. Yeah, and you can hear that coming through the players' comms there. Everyone yelling, fired up, ready to play. Now, obviously, that Origin getting them going earlier in the week. Well, you got everyone going, I think, for the wrong reasons, at least in terms of Queensland. Yeah. But from a Sydney perspective, I guess they'll have that decision now to weigh up. They've got the bomb plant in. Do they buy up in this round? Obviously, it looks to be on the more conservative side of things, but that means we can expect a gun round in round 3. So, Inns going to just use that flash to get out into the yard, but he doesn't get too far either, but they're going to stream out. Those flashes are perfect for Sydney, but they are being cleaned up here now as they don't have fantastic weaponry at all. Connie holding strong. JD very measured in his use of those famous bullets, but now not a lot Tamar can do as he goes down. No bomb plant either. Sydney Chiefs would have been fantastic for them to get a bomb plant, but that's only going to help them in this round. The AKs will come out. Important now that the Deceptors make those changes and adjustment once they recognise that they're up against AKs. You know, props to JD, light on the trigger there, you know, making use of every single bullet in that clip. He picked up, what is it, he only picked up 1. There we go. But, you know, players quite excited about this. Yeah, look, why not? As there is a faster approach here as they get out into the bomb site. Inns, potential for a double. It's actually JD that picks up the double, and Gotts also finds another frag as well. The fastest strat from Chiefs, not quite working. JD, he's going to find one more into Flicks and Doom as well. So 3K, technically a 4K, did manage to get the TK in there, which you don't really want to see, but Dizzy in a 1v3. Connie and JD both quite low, so definitely winnable here for Dizzy, who is going to be making his way through white halls, clearing those angles, watching for that push at uppers. Yeti, though, he's going to be hiding in SL, waiting for the drop. He may have just heard those couple of footsteps. Yep. As Dizzy made his way down the stairs, and Deceptors, they are going to, you know, rotate appropriately for this, looking to hold the different angles now, playing off the info. They obviously have the bomb down too, which really helps, as a position that Yeti was in, super powerful in terms of being able to sound out enemy footsteps. You can hear people rotating to the inner bomb site, and there JD finds the frag onto Dizzy. There's not a lot he can do in the 3 versus 1 where the bomb's down. There's so many angles to check. It works both ways, post-plant situations, but also in the situations where you know, you're in a 1vx situation. There's so many different angles to cover, and it's not so easy to try and put your crosshair everywhere. You've got to be, I guess, sometimes a little bit lucky, but luck at the moment is certainly not favouring either team. Deceptors grinding their way through to this round, and there's just a pistol buy coming out from the Chiefs right now as they look to get a bomb plant to secure their economy. It looks like we are going to see a bit of a Seeker B rush coming out. Bomb, not sure if it was spotted, but Yeti will fall back. He does have Matt Seedy coming in, rotating, although he wasn't fully flashed. He managed to pick up a frag anyway. Yeti going to pick up the double, looking for another, and he will hit it onto Tamar. But Matt Seedy finding his second onto Doom. And Deceptors pick up pretty clean 4th round. Important that Yeti held his nerve there as well. He was getting rushed quite heavily, but
He didn't take the duel. He obviously took a lot of damage to as well, fell right back to the back of Pop Train, let his teammate also crossfire with him, and they kept it clean as well. So that is a win from Brisbane Deceptors, not only in terms of keeping it clean, but also preventing a bomb plant too.
And keeping that economy alive for them too. So even if they do...
Lots of pluses.
Yeah, many bonuses in that round. Anyway, except for the bonus round, no one really had a bad weapon, so... Anyway, here we are. Gotts getting quite aggressive towards T-Con. Will a flash come out here for him? Looks like it has, but he will fall down. Dizzy doing the honours there. Int's going to be finding Connie as well, and now in a 3v5 situation. We do see Chiefs with the two-man advantage, but JD, the man that's been putting in a decent amount of work so far for the Deceptors, is still alive on the A site. Gamble coming out, rotate towards Outers, although Yeti heading straight back through Con. Looking towards B ramp. Yeah, Doom going to be making a little bit of noise here with Tama, the super sub, the super team, trying to sell the fake. The rotate hasn't come out just yet. Yeti will take contact. Tama making a little bit of noise here. It's forced to Matt CD on the other side of the map, but Yeti will come out on top there. Flicks will find JD. Ooh, there we are. Dizzy finding Matt CD. Now in a 1v2, they know exactly where Yeti was. Dizzy with the read, watching the con push. Flicks not going to jump up on the bomb train. Beautiful decision by him, although Yeti's going to have to cross into this one. Flicks, though, peeking at the back of bomb. Perfect angle. Yeti not ready for that one. And we do see Chiefs picking up their first round.
Yeah, Chiefs on the board finally. And look, it broke down a lot there. JD completely unaware of the angle. That's where it's dangerous for a CT side. Once they've surrendered control of T-Con, Ts can easily slip themselves out into the lanes there. They can get themselves down into to trash, to cut out, and really slip the net and make things difficult. And as a CT, if you're not completely aware of that particular prospect, you do get caught out. And that's exactly what happened to JD in that instance. Open up the outside bomb site. There's a few nice picks there from Dizzy as well that really got them going. And the CT side economy is still healthy though, so they're still able to buy into this, and they're going to be aware of the slower approach from Chiefs.
It didn't help that the Gotts and Connie got taken out quite early as well. That definitely didn't help the hold at Outers there, but anyway, Doom has managed to work his way through Ivy. Goes for the re-peek, and he will take down Gotts there playing outside of SL, although JD, nice angle there. Taking down Doom, Dizzy finding Connie. We are brought back to a 3v4. Dizzy quite low with only 12 HP though, so he will fall back for the moment. And with that up, looks like he is going to rotate all the way through T-spawn and try to group up with his teammates.
Regrouping for what looks to be a concentrated hit on the outside bomb site. Now JD has actually got himself in a good position in terms of information. So he's in a similar position as to Yeti Bacon earlier. So he's going to potentially, I think Dizzy's only walking at the moment, so he's not going to be able to sound it out unless he hears that rotate in. The smoke has been spotted. Matt CD knows he has some work to do here. He finds one. Can he find the second though? That bomb is still yet to cross, and it's a dangerous cross right now, but Dizzy's found a reply. And that bomb still isn't planted just yet. It's only just got itself back into the low ramp. It looks like they're going to switch things up a little bit now.
Yeah, Int's going to get that pick onto Yeti. Massive pick to get to. Matt CD, he's found one. He'll have to find 3 more if he wants to pick up this round. That bomb going to be planted over towards Outers. It looks like we are going to see a bit of contact as Dizzy gets aggressive at Ivy. Ready for the rotate. Matt CD falls. And Chiefs pick up yet another round.
That they do, and obviously there's a lot of action across a map like Train. So, I mean, Gotts here, maybe just a little bit disappointed the fact that he was exposed to the Vines angle there, but you can see Dizzy got the trade quite nicely there, but also fell back too, kept himself alive, kept the pressure on with the number advantage, and Chiefs bring themselves back down to a good position in terms of just managing that city economy. It's a good read here too from Inns as well, so he knows that the jig is up. He's going to get himself out there with that Mac 10, just try and farm some money, get his economy going as well. So they're sending him in to just check out to see whether or not Deceptors have actually stacked the outside bomb sites. The call's been made, and they're going to hit outside here. Doom and Inns, the Mac 10's doing all the work. It wasn't quite 5 Mac 10's, but I'm sure you're pleased with that, Mac.
Satisfied. That's why I've been quiet. I'll let the Mac 10 do the talking for me that round.
There you go. Return of the Mac in both aspects.
4K, 4 ints there. Look at the economy, definitely going to be buffed. 3 in a row for Chiefs now. And after that read, we are going to see Doom going for the bonus round, not looking to pick up an extra AWP here. Let's see how this one plays out. I'm excited.
Suspense builds, but a faster approach here now from Chiefs in terms of just taking control of SL, getting themselves out here as well. The firefights are happening. Tama needs to find a frag. The reply there is on Glock. JD also finds a reply here. The trades are swift. They're fast. But Connie and JD combine to bring things back to a manageable situation here for the Deceptors.
Oh, JD right on top of Ince, but Connie's going to be the one to pick up that frag. Oh, the timing, the location. Absolutely beautiful. And there you go. Deceptors going to find a 5th and stop the couple of round streak that Chiefs were on. Fortunately for the Chiefs, they had a little bit of money left in the bank, and we are going to see them buying up into the 9th. Deceptors, though. JD, is he picking up a weapon? Yes, he is. Picking up the AK that was on the ground.
And that faster approach from Chiefs really didn't work out for them there. They tried to get out into the A-bomb site quite quickly and didn't work out for them here, but just spreading across the map, a fairly default spread here, as they look to see if anyone from Deceptors is going to give up a frag earlier on in the piece. There's no real urgency from Deceptors to try and push any areas of the map either. They're just simply comfortable holding the outside bomb site, getting the information on inner. Yeti Bacon plays a crucial role, because if you're that B bomb site anchor, you're left to your own devices, and a lot of the time you do have to make judgment calls based on the information presented to you in terms of hearing footsteps, in terms of just slowing down potential rushes, and it is one of the hardest roles to play, solo inside bomb site on train.
Yeah, anyway, it looks like we may be about to see a bit of action. Ince going to be peeking at uppers on the B site. Yeti, will he spot this? Doesn't look like he has. Pulling back to the back of Grey. Now Connie going to be playing over here. Yeti did manage to get the better of Ince. Unfortunately, we didn't see that one. Doom with the AK. Gets a headshot onto Connie. We'll find another on a Matt CD. This man looking to hit those shots. Flicks finds one on the Gots. Now Yeti at Con. Oh, locked that one down. Almost managed to pick up the frag, but the cover is too strong. And there you go. Chiefs now only 1 round behind the Deceptors.
That was a very interesting round from the sense that Chiefs simply just split up across the map and took duels.
Yeah,
so that's all it was simply. And once they got their pick on the outside bombs, things just fell apart for the Deceptors. And I mean, at the moment, Chiefs are just very content to walk into choke points without using utility, without using anything, just simply trying to catch opposition off guard, and it's working. So Deceptors back on that bitter pill to swallow, which is the CT Eco. But you can see how fast Chiefs are going here. They're putting a lot of pressure on this outside bomb site early on, and the duels are going either way. Tama picks up a nice frag with that Molotov, but Matt CD can't quite drop in for a chat. And Yeti Bacon now left in a 1 versus 4.
Stuck on that ladder. It's always a rough position to be in. Your inaccuracy is ridiculous when you are on a ladder. So kids and kidettes, make sure you don't shoot people on a ladder. Sometimes it works. If you have a shotgun and you do get aggressive there in SL, you can catch people with nades out. That's always a tilter. And anyway, in the 1v4, looks like Yeti is just going to be hiding up above SL, playing those close angles. Great gun to be in this position with. That one coming from Doom on the other side of the arena.
Yeah, these guys know each other quite well.
Yeah, they are good friends in real life or online.
But they leave all that. They leave all that once they step onto the stage at the moment. So Flick's finding that final frag there. Yeti can't retain too much in this round, and it's back to equal pegging here, 5 apiece. Chiefs managing to work themselves back into this match. So just slowly but surely, just working on that individual, brilliance that they possess. They've got strong players individually, and at the moment, their T side is working. We last week questioned the CT side of the Deceptors. This is where it's truly going to be tested on a map like Train as well. The ability to just shut things down when things get quite hairy is what is really going to separate the two teams here. And the Chiefs are just going for this faster approach, but I like this from Deceptors, taking initiative here at Vines, and didn't catch out everybody, but Dizzy is left in a 1 versus 1 potentially, and that Molotov's going to be great, just drawing out the firefight that he wants to take, and he wins. And it's back now 3 versus 4. The Tama and Inns working quite well, just covering each other nicely. Bonnie and Clyde. And Connie goes down in the end there. Tama, it's not quite working for the Deceptors right now, so Chiefs have really got to roll on here, Matt.
Yeah, it was rough for them. They did get reset 2 rounds ago, so that's why they only brought up pistols in the last round. But, they are back onto a bye now. Decent amount of utility. Matt CD, only with the AWP, though. Nothing else. Didn't have the.
That's all he needs.
Is it?
The glass cannon in every aspect.
You'd think that, but the utility
actually, he's got
what's definitely been helping the Deceptors so far.
He's a player that we need to see injected into this game a little bit more, because he's been able to take the duels. And I mean, Chiefs are, as we said at the moment, just happy to walk into contest areas, not necessarily utilising a lot of utility either. So there's a duel there inside, and Yeti Bacon now has the information as well. But he's only spotted out one, so there's no rotate just yet. So from a Chiefs perspective, they're grouping up quite nicely. They're just taking it slow. And Matt CD as well has come to support the inside bomb site. Ins does take a lot of damage too, but it's very much a 3-2 split at this point in time.
Yeah, Yeti did make a great decision just before, deciding to save that Molotov, waiting for the push to come a little bit later in the round. The Molotov is going to do a lot of damage and slow that down. He didn't waste it after taking first contact. Doom dropping down with that flash. Repeat coming out from Yeti, but he isn't going to be punished for that. Matt CD holding it up. Will he be able to hit the shot? Third repeat coming out from Ince, and he is going to fall. Doom does manage to find Yeti, and the B-side is open for business. Bomb should be planted in just a moment. That Molotov slowing the push for just a second, but it's not going to be enough. Dizzy over the top of that smoke will find a frag onto Gottsman. Connie looking to get aggressive, will find one on the Doom. Trying to find a bit more flick, still playing there at default, holding strong. JD coming in with his teammate. Connie still alive, but quite low. JD up on the train. Flicks still at default. They have the information. JD somehow going to survive there. Flicks will be taken down. Dizzy finds Connie. Necessary shot with the AWP. Molotov coming out a little bit too early. JD will flash lowers. Looks like he's going to try to go for the ninja here. AWP shot's not going to be effective. It's can't hit it either. JD's going to get the ninja. Not like this. The frag will come out, but the Deceptors have picked up a 6th round, kept it close, and a round that definitely shouldn't have been theirs.
Oh dear. That is tears from a Sydney Chiefs perspective, because look, someone go test JD, see what he's made of, because he somehow survived in that instance there, and I mean that's a round that they probably didn't deserve, but I actually thought the Sydney Chiefs had a real opportunity to push up on their position, because Matt CD, once he got that pick, he actually fell and he was Molotov out. So there's a real disarray there from Brisbane Deceptors in that retake. So it wasn't actually capitalised on by Sydney Chiefs. They opted to sit back in the bomb site, and it's a really hard bomb site for the T-side to hold in post-plant position if you don't push forward.
Sometimes. If that Molotov did come out a little bit later, you know, the smoke...
Everybody's ready for it, though.
Smoke should have gone up as... It could have gone up as, not should have, sorry. But, you know, it was a misplay by the Chiefs in the end. The whole clip was sprayed into that smoke, and there was not enough bullets to stop the ninja defuse from happening. Anyway, Yeti going to find the second frag of the round as he does take down Ince, who decided to get a bit aggressive towards lower there.
And I guess it is true, you can't injure that ninja.
I heard a cough in the crowd. That was a great timing on that one. Anyway, 50 seconds remaining. Pop flash coming in to SL. We are going to see Doom dropping there. Gots played the anti-flash, baited by Doom dropping at the second flash, which didn't actually go down SL. Anyway, he will pick the 2K up as they do start to head towards the A site. Flick's going to be spotted, goes for the wide peak, but can't take down Connie, who survives with 46 HP, but the trade comes out. Dizzy going to hit that one, but Matt CD on the flank, finding Dizzy. And now in a 1v2 situation, if anyone can do it, it's definitely Doom. The bomb is in the sights of Matt CD, though. So this is going to be dangerous. Wide peak, not quite coming out. Doom hitting the crouch button a little bit early, slows him down, and he will go straight into Matt CD's crosshair, who's very good at pressing mouse 1 at the right moment.
And Doom just needed a bit more IDD QD in that instance.
IDD QD?
Yeah, God mode.
Okay.
Couldn't quite do it. But from the Chiefs' perspective now, they are... I mean, Dizzy, Doom, the draft player, doing quite well. And really lifting this team at the moment. And for Brisbane Deceptors, they're not out of the woods yet. I mean, their economy is in disarray at this point in time. They're just trying to get that extra money going, just buying whatever they can at the moment. But look how aggressive Dizzy is here. That's confidence play. And he's just simply pushing out into the main area there, taking that duel. Gott's not aware to his position at all. And they're playing now with one player down. As Connie has a difficult job to manage now, because as soon as they get out that connector, as soon as they put pressure on Vines, you've got no choice there as a CT but to fall back or try and take a duel.
Yeah, two different directions to watch, and it is a hard job to deal with, but Doom slowly making his way around. The rotate is coming though. Matt CD ready for this one. Doom does a bit of damage. Who's going to win this duel? Smoke comes out. It's too deep. Connie looking to get aggressive. If they can shut Doom down, this will definitely help the outers hold. But Dizzy with the AWP. Still trying to find something. Tammer finds Connie there, helping out his teammate. JD back of red, throws the underarm smoke. Dizzy wrapping around with the CZ out, sorry. Doom will find one of the Matt CD, and we are left in a 3v2 scenario. Doom walking straight into the crosshairs. JD with the repeat and the UMP. Going to be effective. Ince, AK, better range there, gets the flick, and will pick up the 2K right at the end. to bring it back to 7 rounds apiece going into the final round of the half.
Unfortunately for JD there, UMP not super effective at range anymore. Inns, as I said, sharpshooter, quite comfortable in his environment this week, and he's looking to be capitalising on the fact that any bugs in the system he's worked out now. As I said though, Dizzy and Doom are the two doing damage for the Chiefs, and they're the guys that are opening up a lot of these rounds. Doom with that multi-fragging ability. The Deceptors really haven't been able to find an answer for him just yet, so this is the last round of the half, and they bought in what they can.
And no one's watching this either. The molly did slow down the push, but we did see Dizzy go straight through it. No one was actually watching the push out. Although Matt CD may have the read here, playing close to the side of Green Train, the bomb side, rather than over towards Hell there. Now Gott's playing in the corner. We do see 2 of the Deceptors on the B site this round, which is a little bit different to what we have seen. Pop Flash coming out, Inst dodges it successfully. Yeti playing on the top of Grey, watching uppers, and Gott's watching lowers. This is a nice setup. Rotate coming in early as well. Matt CD with the UMP, making his way onto the bomb train. Connie ready, knows that Dizzy has made his way up, or knows that it's dirty at least, that no one's checked it, and the information is not there. But will she make it around the corner just in time? Yes, she will.
Oh, look at this play though. They've got that info that they've got control of this outside bomb site. They've got players in the bomb train. They've got players that are potentially pushing the CD connector as well. And they've actually sold a ruse to the Deceptors. The Deceptors have been deceived. And now they have to retake this outside bomb site.
Although it doesn't look like it's going to go in their favour. Chiefs looking really good to take the last round of the half. And of course that means the Deceptors have to try to go for the retake unless they just want to throw it around, which is never a good decision. Tama will be watching SL there. Gott's dropping straight into his crosshairs. Now Matt CD in a 1v4. Is he going to be able to hit these shots? Pre-scoped with the AWP, not giving up the information. Dizzy looking the wrong direction. He will fall. But the clock is ticking. He will pull out the knife to try to get back to cover. 2 men going to be posted on that location. It looks like Chiefs have definitely won this one. Doom up on top of Red as well. Going to be covering Ivy. Jumping around, baiting the shot. Nothing Matt CD can do. And the Chiefs will go in to the second half with the lead. Flicks actually picking up the frag right at the end.
Yeah, a single bullet to finish it there for Flicks. And it was a good half from the Chiefs. They were under a little bit of pressure early on. They managed to work themselves back into the match. Again, all they did was play a slower game, focused on their individual ability, and took contests and duels there that really favoured themselves. But, I mean, these teams now have the second half yet to play. Speaking of which, we'll be back with the second half very, very shortly. That's the only applause I've ever had all day.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. But we're back with the second half here of Chiefs versus Deceptors. Obviously, State of Origin Pride, Brisbane versus Sydney, real battle on our hands. And the first half proved to be the case in that Chiefs, they were under the pump early on. Deceptors were looking quite good. They were looking hot out of the gates, but they really lost their direction mid-half, didn't they? Yeah,
I think that Chiefs decided to swap it up. They, instead of going as a team, started to just use the multiple routes on to the sites as a bit of an advantage there. You know, played the angles, worked together, got the good timing when they were playing the bait and switch, and it just worked for them to get onto the sites.
And it's important that they follow that up with a good pistol round as well, because that'll make things easier for themselves as that half starts to really pan out. But slow approach here from Brisbane Deceptors, not as measured as their opposition too. Chiefs ran a really interesting strategy with a late Lions pick, but none of the sort here from Deceptors. They're just waiting out any aggression from Chiefs, and I mean, that's great, but Chiefs aren't really going to give them anything just yet.
Now, as we can see, there was a little bit of aggression starting to go towards T-Con in Inst there, but he did get the info and fall back. Smart decision there. Not going to give up any entries over towards Outers, which we do see 4 of the Chiefs. Looking to go for that retake if the bomb does head over towards the B site. Flick still jiggling here at lowers.
This is interesting to note too. Matt City and Gotts have not purchased anything in this round. So whether that means that they intend to get as much going for their economy as possible, not spending anything on armour in the pistol round, can be a bit of a power play when it comes to that first gun round.
It's interesting. I wonder if they're going to try to go for the hero round to try to force up those AKs if they get this bomb down. That would be very interesting indeed. But there we are, Gots trying to do some damage. No bullets connecting though. And the SL bombardment is underway. Here we are, Connie out first, looking to try to find a frag there. Ints at the back of red, going to take a little bit of damage. Doom quite low as well. Ooh, here we are, Ints picking up the 2k. Can he find a third? Not just yet. JD on the trade. Yeti going to be finishing off Tammer there. And Doom as well, picking up the 2k for him. And this bomb should go down successfully. Flicks, though. We'll take him down, stopping this bomb plant, picking up the 2k, and now the bomb is in a rough position. Dizzy peeking at Con, catching Gots looking the wrong direction. And there you go, Chiefs will take the lead again, 9-7.
Flicks literally reaching into the fire and pulling that round out. And I mean, these two frags here from Ims in quick succession as well. I mean, he's a fantastic player, particularly on that pistol. How quick was that? Oh, I don't think he even recognised at least instantly that he got that second frag. It's just a reaction to shoot the first thing he sees, and I mean that that put the round back in contention for Chiefs. But Yeti Bacon actually nice answer himself, and unfortunately for the Deceptors, there was a moment of confusion with that bomb as to who was actually going to plant it, and that allowed Flicks to just get in and capitalise on the chaos.
Well, I think what actually happened was they knew that Flicks was coming through Ivy, which is why he didn't try to run the bomb across. He was trying to throw it across, which is where the bomb was then in a weird spot and everyone started to get taken down because it gave Flicks the opportunity to come in from Ivy and do a bit of damage, and that ultimately turned the round around and Chiefs won it. Anyway, here we are, JD making his way out catwalk, going to be taking down Flicks with the Famous, spotting that one and connecting the shots. Int's going to be playing close at SL, waiting for a peek to come out. Gots ready for the push, but couldn't connect the bullets himself. Now Yeti coming back, looking to go for the trade. Everyone staying silent, holding shift. Not giving up any information, but Int's still quite close with the UMP. Has already managed to get that reload off, so he won't run out of bullets if a drop does come down SL. Yeti waiting for the aggression on the B-slide, but Chiefs so disciplined, just holding their positions.
Super disciplined right now, and I mean, Deceptors, they've got 35 seconds to work with here. Doom takes down Matt CD, and they don't have the numbers to work with either in terms of personnel, but Connie now, 1 versus 5. She can get the bomb down here, fantastic, but that is not to be the case. Chiefs keeping it watertight, and no in on that round for the Deceptors. Most importantly, no plants either, so keeping that economy quite low from the T side.
Great job by Chiefs there, doubling up on the cross, making sure that Connie had the least possible chance of making it across to get that bomb down. Anyway, here we are going into the 18th.
Deceptors, only P250s and CZs, and a bit of a faster approach by the looks of things.
Yeah. Oh, Tama getting aggressive with the UMP, will find himself a second, pulls out the USB knowing that the T's don't have any armor. Trade coming out, Flicks with the Famous doing the honours there, Yeti with the P2. Can't quite get the better of Flicks, who will find himself a second, and Matt CD, 38 HP, and a dream. Left that bomb behind, doesn't need it, as Dizzy takes him down with the CZ.
Brisbane Deceptors just trying something different, got shut down quite unceremoniously there, but Tama pushing up, super aggressive. I mean, he could have got himself a few more frags in that particular instance, but he was quite smart in the sense that he pulled back, but the confidence, it brims when you get those first 2 frags. You back yourself with the pistol to maybe get 2 more, and he fell, but relatively clean round there from Chiefs as well. So gun round coming out here, Matt CD most importantly on that AWP, and looking for him to open things up in the round as well. But Chiefs, again, just keeping their kid out from last round, so keeping that scout, keeping the 2 Famouses and the UMP. So this is going to be an interesting round, because once those AKs come out, those range duels certainly do favour that weapon.
Yeah, Tama really feeling it there, deciding to not only aggress at Ivy, but re-aggress later. Connie did give that one up. Doom aggressive on the top of Blue Train. We'll find Yeti, and that bomb is down now, just outside of T-Con. Extremely bad position for the bomb to be in. It's going to be clearing the angle, but Connie was ready there. Slightly playing the off angle there. Good to see. Doom will find one more with the Famous, looking for another. JD going for the pre-fire, but it's not going to connect. He does manage to find one onto Dizzy though. So bringing it back to the 3v3, Tama will find JD, looking for more.
Dizzy pushed all the way through lines there as well. Matt CD, not a lot he can do. He's caught out. 12-7 there. Doom, I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze, my friend.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
He ran to his doom.
I think he was trying to perfectly time picking up the AWP right at the end in the Molotov there. But the problem with that is it obviously didn't work. Anyway, we are going to see the Deceptors taking a tactical timeout.
I rate this. I rate the fact that they're actually taking the time to talk these things through. Now, in terms of their T-side strategy, there's not a lot of options for them in this particular round, at least. So they might actually use this round to try and get themselves a bomb plant, stimulate that economy a little bit, maybe change things up a little in terms of their pace as well. They have tried to go a little bit faster, but it hasn't worked out for them. Sydney Chiefs have been really quite ready for this. There's a little chant there. There's the antics of some of the players. They're acting up to it a little bit. But Tama and Doom have actually been really quite solid for Chiefs. It's actually a marked improvement over what was on display last week for them because they never really got going in the match, did they?
Yeah, there truly is. And there you are. Tama throwing us the shackers, absolute champion. Anyway, he did have a slow start in the first half. Wasn't picking up that many frags, but coming into the sec and getting aggressive, it's definitely been paying off for him.
It definitely has been. And, I mean, Deceptors now, they need to get going. We saw last week, it was JD that was firing, it was Gotts that was firing, it was Matt CD that was firing. I mean, all of them at different times, to be honest, were putting in a shift. And there needs to be a shift in the gameplay right now because the Deceptors are looking a little bit flat. So this round, for them, objective is to do as much damage as they can. And if they get that bomb down, fantastic. They haven't actually brought too much utility in this round either. There's only a single flash there on Gotts. So look to him to actually open things up for them as they do push towards Vines.
There was a perfect flash that did come out towards Ivy. Doom still hiding there at server. Tama playing the bait setup. I don't know if they're going to check this corner. Tama will reaggress. Doom's SMG not going to be spotted as the barrel is quite short there. It is a good position to play in that corner. You won't be spotted early. Nothing coming around there, not giving out the position, but Dizzy ready for Matt C to get aggressive. In's going to find JD as well. Connie with the Deagle going for the repick, but Dizzy's going to hit that shot. Now Yeti is going to fall. Connie goes down to Dizzy. And that was quite a quick round coming out from Chiefs once the push did come out from the Deceptors.
Gun round coming out for the Deceptors now, and they need to do a better job of just converting opening frags into rounds. First of all, first problem, get those opening frags. So, as I said, the CT side economy from the Chiefs is actually really healthy. So it's going to be a long way back into this match for the Deceptors just yet, but it has to start somewhere if they're going to win. So this is the round to do it.
Alternatively, they could have saved and gone for the AWP setup, but it doesn't seem like that's what they want to do. Tama, will he peek this? Oh, there is a sandwich smoke. Information is going to be denied. Tama taking long-range battles, going for the spray rather than tapping. It's not going to be effective for him. Nade going to finish him off there. Beautiful placement from Gotts. Beautiful bowling, as you said earlier. JD waiting for the flank, gets tagged down to 14 HP. CT is going to hold for the moment. Letting that bomb go down. We finally see a bit of hope coming out from the Deceptors. Doom did spot the shoulder there. Connect the shot. Dizzy will find one onto Connie. Ooh. Flick's taking out Matt CD. Yeti onto Dizzy, and now we're left in a 2v2 scenario as Ince gets caught off guard by Gotts. Yeti, not sure if they know that he's up. Well, they definitely know. Look at this. Molotov coming out. Will he be able to get the damage off? Ooh. CT's focus turned around for a moment. There was almost a glimmer of hope, but Gotts will turn it back into the 1v1. Looks like Flix is going to try to get the ninja. No, Gotts, what are you doing? Flix is on the bomb. And the Chiefs say, sorry, boys, we're going to get you back. And they ninja as well.
It goes both ways, doesn't it? And I mean, that's unfortunate for the Deceptors. They've done a really good job in that round. But as soon as JD went down in SL, that retake was on. His position was so key in that round, and if they maintain control of that position, it eliminates two CTs. It takes them completely out of play, and you're no longer being pincered on their outside bomb site. So, from the Deceptors' perspective, they'll be disappointed. JD obviously going down to a grenade there, took a bit of damage as well. But if he stays alive in that round, completely different outcome. And this push here, super aggressive from Chiefs as Tama goes down, and
gives up.
Wasn't backed up.
Yeah, we do see Doom there with the AWP. So if any aggression does come out from the Deceptors, he could potentially hit a shot here. Not sure if Gotts spotted Doom on the angle. He did jump across. And there we are. JD will find one onto Ince as he tried to get aggressive there. But Doom standing his ground in the Molotov, taking 66 HP of damage.
Yeah, that's not what you want early on.
Especially when you've already lost two teammates. But he does have that AWP, so he can still be effective if he can hold the angle successfully. Now he will go for the pre-scope. Ivy may have heard this. Flix will find one onto JD there. Gotts here at Ivy, waiting to aggress, waiting for his teammates to make their way around and decide what they're going to do. They're playing it slow in the 3v3 situation. Flick slow as well with 18 HP, just surviving from his little battle.
The positive for them is the fact they do still have 2 AWPs up, so they can really do damage here and just try and play at distance. The problem is they don't really have an effective hold on anything right now, the CT, so they're just hoping that some angles aren't checked here from Deceptors. Wow. This is tough too. Gots actually gets the jump on Doom. Doom goes down, and now 2 versus 3. And that bomb plant's looking to come in, but this is going to be key here. Oh, that's a great shot there. Flix's positioning is going to be key here now because he's coming around from vines.
Yeah, and also the bomb did just get dropped with 20 seconds remaining. Gots is up on the side, but Dizzy was ready. Couldn't connect the shot though. Flank coming in. Flix will find Gots, and the bomb is not going to be planted. No stick coming out, but with 10 seconds remaining, the aggression comes out from Chiefs. Beautiful trade there, beautiful timing, beautiful motivation. Yells, passion coming out from the Chiefs. Tama loving it.
He's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. And why not? They're on match point. And for the Deceptors, they're going to have another roll of the dice, per se, in terms of having a buy-in here. Now, they don't really have a choice, obviously, but the fact that their economy is decent enough, that loss bonus is really accruing for them. I mean, it would have been better with an AWP. You might have seen some more utility come out, a different range of options. But from Deceptors' take on things right now, they're going to just speed things up a little bit here, take away Brown Horse control from Flix. It's important for me. This is the key contest area of the map, because if CTs control this area, they have so much information. A lot of that information as to where the T side is going is masked by the fact that those halls exist. So in terms of what they need to do, they've done a good job so far of taking map territory here. But JD
manages to get across there. Used the ladder to his advantage to jump across after getting the info over the top of the smoke. Flix going to get one, but not the second. Gots will go for the peak and find frag for himself, bringing it to a 4v4. JD quite low. Gots is dead now too. Vincent Dizzy finding frags here. Ince looking for something else through the smoke. Matt CD on the other side of it. Going to be taken down. Dizzy doesn't need to see his opponent to take them down. And Connie, can she put in the effort? No, she can't. That'll be that. Chiefs looking good to take a 16th round. All they have to do is make sure they hold the defuse, and that will be the game.
And there you go, Sydney. You prove that you can win twice in 1 week.
That's it.
But
are you okay?
I'm not, actually.
Oh, damn.
I need a dare. I'm going to need to drink it through. But with Deceptors, we'll go down to the Chiefs there in a contest that I thought would have gone a little bit more closely. But seeing that veto, I knew that Chiefs had made a good pick in terms of train. It's a really tough map for teams to get going on if they do get shut out early on. Deceptors did a good job, but they didn't capitalise enough on the CT side. The T side from Chiefs was super strong.
Yeah, and it was good to see that our analyst this week got every pick correct.
There you go.
So Kevin, you got something to live up to.
There you go. Poor old Kev, he's been thrown under the bus so many times, but we're not going to delay. We're going to throw Luke under the bus here now. Luke, back to you.
A massive win from Chiefs there. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a break. We'll be back real soon to see how that all went down. Good on you, Sydney Chiefs. Nice work. See you soon.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Calamari.
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 Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.
Welcome back to the Gfinity Elite Series, where we just saw a huge win by the Sydney Chiefs, where, of course, we're presented by Alienware and it's brought to you by Dare Iced Coffee and Logitech Gaming Peripherals. That was a big game. Really, the Chiefs dominated the second half, didn't they, Sean?
Absolutely, yeah, they ran away with it.
Yeah.
On the second half, it was their game. And Brisbane really struggled. I think it sort of comes back to the pre-game that I mentioned, where though Brisbane were able to build momentum early, once it got shut down, they couldn't get it back. So a big win there for Chiefs.
Okay, awesome. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. I think we're going to start here with round 14. Okay, cool. Yeah, so round 14 here. As you can see on the map there, the Terrace have a really good setup here. Sydney Chiefs have what's called an A pincer with presence all across the map. Now, I think that's Doom in position over towards Ivy there is able to sound out that first frag for his teammate, and from there, Deceptors just kind of fall apart here. This was a crucial round in the sense it brought Chiefs back to even pegging on their T side and really brings in a bit of pressure. So Doom there with another frag. JD and Yeti Bacon try to hold it off. But it turns into a 1v2 here, and I think Inz here closes it out with the 2K. Great round for Chiefs, sets them up to win the half.
Awesome stuff. And they really kept it coming, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think the next round we're going to look at here is round 15.
I think round 16.
Round 16, sorry. Yep, round 16. This is the pistol round. Now, I really liked this from the Sydney Chiefs here. They didn't fall for any of the, I guess, fakes coming out here from Deceptors. Deceptors try to get really aggressive here onto this A bomb site. Chiefs with the quick rotate were able to really close this down. A couple of great frags coming out there from Inz, and that set the tone for the Chiefs CT half. And as we saw, Deceptors were unable to secure a T-side round. Chiefs run away with it, 16-7. So great stuff there from Chiefs. So we just watch it play out here. Flicks with another great kill, that double kill, leaves it all down to Gots here in the 1v2, not to be. Dizzy Life gets that, they come from behind and really set the tone.
It was really Chiefs all over it. Well, let's find out right now. Sean, what is your Logitech Play Advance MVP of the match?
I need to give a big shout out to Dizzy, because he really closed that out. However, my MVP is one of the draftees for this match. I'm going to give it to Doom. Bit of a crowd favourite there as well.
Yeah, huge support for Doom in the room. Yeah, he really dominated, didn't he?
Yeah, he popped off. He's come in here, obviously, as one of the draftees, and he's sort of had to plug into the system that Chiefs have at play, and he was able to do so really well, and having some crucial rounds, and really did, represented himself and the Chiefs really well.
Awesome. Well, Ash right now is hanging out with Mr. and Mrs. Doom. How they doing, Ash?
Yes, I've got some Doom supporters here. Guys, you heard Logitech Player Advance MVP, most valuable player. How does it make you feel, Dad?
Awesome. I'm very, very proud.
You're holding yourself back. I heard you go, yeah! Earlier. Do you want to give it to us again?
Yeah! Go Doom! Woo!
Wow, that is super, super loud. What about you guys? Are you into gaming at all? Do you play CSGO? Do you play any other games?
Yes.
Is it exciting to watch your brother play?
Yes.
Yeah. What was your favourite moment? There's probably so many to choose from. Do you have a message for your brother?
Okay, good. Well done. Well done.
Well said. Thanks so much for talking to me, guys. Back to you, Luke.
I feel like the theme of today's play has been intense dads. How good is it?
That's great.
Just getting around it. Awesome. Well, let's look at where it all stands after today's matches. This is where it's at. Perth Ground 0, straight up 16-10, took down the Sydney Raw. Then Melbourne Avant, too good for Melbourne Order. Really close match, that one. Sydney Chiefs in the final match today really dominated the Brisbane Deceptors. So that's where it all happened today. That's how it played out. There's the winners, there's the losers. That's it for today's CSGO action. Don't forget to join us again live on Twitch and on 1 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Gfinity Elite Series Rocket League. We'll be on Twitch at 4 p.m. for Street Fighter, and of course next Saturday for week 3 of CSGO. You can also follow us on Twitch to get notified when we go live on Rocket League and Street Fighter, and you can follow me around Sydney if you pay close attention to my social media posts. Now, if you want to join us here live at the Hoist Gfinity Esports Arena in Sydney, follow the link at gfinityesports.com.au. Get onto that. We'd love to have you here in the audience. It's been an awesome day of action here. I've had a great time. On behalf of myself, all the casters, our wonderful analyst Sean and Ash, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.